While York, Maine is an iconic and picturesque small town in southern Maine, there are a few reasons that it may not be the perfect place for you to call home. And so in this video, I'm going to tell you why I would not move to York, Maine. And if you're new to this channel, first of all, welcome. I'm Cam Avery, local resident and real estate agent with Keller Coastal Realty and the Avery Realty Group. Guys, this channel is all about the towns of southern Maine and Seacoast, New Hampshire. And so if that interests you, do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button. You know, most people assume that real estate agents only want to show you the best parts of a home or a location so that they can sell you something, but I feel like it's my job to not only tell you why York is an amazing place to live, but also to talk about some things about York that you would never know until it was too late. And so make sure to stay tuned until the end because the last point is super important. The first reason why I wouldn't want to move to York is because of the high cost of living. Median home price in York is around $650,000, which is significantly higher than the national average. The housing market is also extremely competitive, with first and second homes making up the majority of the market. York also has a luxury beach housing market, and so if you're looking to keep costs down while still enjoying the benefits of being close to the beach, I would probably recommend looking at some of the neighboring towns, as you'll be able to get much more for your money. However, like most things in life, you get what you pay for. York residents have access to their own private beach, parking, not to mention living in a place that people pay thousands of dollars to just spend a week in. York is expensive, but if you want to be at the beach, it's the place to be. Second reason I probably wouldn't move to York is ironically because of the tourism. When I first moved to the Seacoast, I thought it was the coolest thing to live in a place where people vacation, but over the years, the massive flood of tourists to small towns like York gave me a bit of a negative outlook and made me even not look forward to summer, which is crazy even to say. The traffic, busyness, and don't take this personally, but general attitude of people who are on vacation and don't care that you're trying to get somewhere gets old after a while. I'm sorry if you are a bicyclist, but there is a reason why they don't do the Tour de France in southern Maine. It's because the roads are not wide enough to share the road with an entire army of cyclists, and I can't tell you the number of times I've almost been in a car accident with bicyclists on one side and then tourists who are looking at the ocean and not on the road on the other side. All that to say, the business and money that tourism brings in is something I'm very grateful for, but I want you to know that if you're thinking about moving here, just because it's where you vacation every year, just understand that you too will get sick of tourists after calling this place home for a few years. I promise you, even if you don't think you will, you will. Hey, if you appreciated that insight, could you do me a huge favor and hit the like button? It really helps me continue to reach people just like yourself. So thank you so much for doing that, and sorry about the wind because it probably sounds terrible. Also, if you want more information about southern Maine, like crime and school districts, we made a complete southern Maine relocation guide. You can download it just by clicking the link right in the description below. The final reason why I wouldn't want to move to York is because it pretty much dies in the wintertime. Almost all of the great restaurants and businesses are seasonal, and because of the massive population decline in the wintertime, they close for the winter. This makes York feel a bit like a ghost town in the off-season, and so if you are looking for a lot of dining and entertainment options, you'll have to go to either Portsmouth or Portland. While this isn't really that big of a deal because both cities are quite close, if you are moving here assuming that everything is open year-round, just know that that is not the case. I think the best months in York for me is actually spring and fall because the shops and restaurants are still open and there are significantly less tourists around. It makes that time of year a beautiful time to head up to York, take a walk on the beach with less crowds, drive up to the Nubble during a big storm, or climb Mount A. While on paper, York definitely looks like the perfect place to live, and while I can honestly say that if you move here, you will love living here, I hope this video gave you some insight into some of the definite negatives of calling York home. The view on York is definitely not all negative, and if you want to hear some great things about York, make sure to watch this video here where we talk about both the pros and the cons of living here.